I'm Philip, co-founder of Colabra. We are an enterprise-ready Copilot for scientific R&D leaders. But it has to be ready for scientific enterprises, which means a lot of compliance. It's compliance with the usual things like Type 2, but it also means compliance with regulations such as FDA's TFL Part 11 or Europe's Annex 11 and all kinds of other regional regulations that are specific to the scientific industry. It was absolutely crucial for us to move towards a really reliable infrastructure as code and CI/CD environment where we could have high confidence that whatever we tested in a particular environment, we could deploy to multiple customers simultaneously. With QA, we can focus on delivering these new features, and then in parallel, the QA team can focus on making sure that they're production ready. On the sales side, it gave us confidence to promise customers the features they need earlier in the pilot process and ship those features before the pilot begins or during the pilot. The developers are more comfortable, more confident the features that they're developing on a short notice will work as expected, and they can focus on the roadmap instead of worrying about potential bugs. We had E2E tests that we've written ourselves internally. I'd say the biggest challenge wasn't even the time that it would take, but the distraction it created for the whole team. The need to write E2E tests for each new feature, the need to maintain those tests over time, created a lot of overhead for the core developers who we needed to focus on, delivering the features that the customers asked us. I'd say the various no-code AI tools were very easy to set up, but very difficult to scale. The moment you got to anything over even just 10 or 20 tests, you would quickly realize that you have to rethink the whole approach. Many of these tools, it felt like the premise is interesting, but they slowed you down about as much as they used. But you have to realize that unless we go with QEvolve, we would never do this, and we would keep pushing it further back. The stable infrastructure, the parallelization, the CI/CD integration, and the maintenance of all these tests by QEvolve allows us to approach testing overall very differently and focus much more on E2E testing as part of our overall strategy. I believe that this is particularly suitable in the end to our type of software because we rely on third-party integrations and there's intrinsic instability in many of these processes that can't really be unit tested. I'd say the speed is what always amazes me the most. You must have people just in every time zone and sitting on Slack and just waiting to reply to things all day long, because otherwise I just don't know how this is possible. That kind of both proactive approach and the reaction time has really made us feel like this is worth it, and this is kind of taking a big nuisance off our plate, and that we can trust the QEvolve team to deliver a very reliable job on the E2E testing side.